Welcome to Nerds Against Normality, the podcast that crawls out of the sewers once a week to talk nonsense about films you probably forgot existed. This week we're reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the film that taught us radioactive ooze can solve anything apart from good acting. I'm your host, Harry Bowles, which basically makes me the Leonardo of this group. I bark orders, pretend I know what I'm doing, and spend most of the time raging that nobody listens. With me is Stacey Bowles, the Donatello of the podcast, smart, practical, and constantly looking at the rest of us like we're idiots for swinging nunchucks indoors.
Put those nunchucks down.
And finally, Ben Sheridan, our Michelangelo. Pure chaos, permanently distracted, and if you leave him alone too long, he'll try to eat the microphone like it's a slice of pizza.
Thanks.
Just to warn you all that this podcast will contain a heavy amount of swearing, adult themes, and the occasional bullying of Ben. And as always, if you haven't already, you can catch us on all the social medias. Make sure you follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts so you'll keep up to date with all of our new releases. Also, please buy our merch. Okay, so before we get into the film review, we haven't seen each other for a little while, so we'll just do a one thing, what we've been gaming, watching, whatever. Benji, as a special guest this week, what have you been up to?
I'm glad you've asked. Well, I've just got out of prison.
Innocent until proven guilty is what I say.
But I definitely did it. Oh yeah, I killed him.
Oh. Should you go back in?
Nah, not with the prison situation. I've been busy with work at the moment, but I did squeeze some time in to play a game, which I've been meaning to play for a little while, and has recently just dropped into the PlayStation Store. So I was like, well, I'll pick this up. And it's Lies of P.
Oh, yeah, the Souls-like.
Yeah, perfect, yeah. Nail the head. Yes. So, for anyone who doesn't know what it is, it's basically a Souls-like, but with the setting of Bloodborne, but it's based on the Pinocchio story.
Have you played this game or did you watch it on YouTube?
It was free, so he played it.
No, good.
Yeah.
I watched a very thorough review. And I played the demo, but I don't know, I think I maybe played like a slightly different build of it. I couldn't really get into the controls when I played the demo, and for that reason I didn't pick it up. But I think it's all just been a bit tightened up for the final release. But it's really good.
Is it made by
from
Dark Souls?
No, South Korean studio. I'd never heard of them before. I think they're a small team. It actually reminded me a little bit of... if you go back to the other review that we've just done for Expedition 33, well, you lot did, I wasn't here. There was, I think it's a very small team that then set out to do something quite ambitious, and they really did, nail it. Played a lot of Souls-likes.
I've got it. I downloaded it because it was...
Yeah.
You've got it when it's free, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gunster.
You've got guns to
do it. Yeah, set around the Pinocchio story, so you play as Pinocchio. You are going after your father, who's been kidnapped by puppets. I'm not making any of this up. Geppetto. You also have a guide that is Jiminy. Although they say a bit, maybe it sounds different because it's meant to be like France sort of era, like France era, the era
France era.
Yeah. Well, so I've seen references.
When would you say the French era was?
Oh, when did Leon the Professional come out?
2000s.
So it was probably that until Taxi, the film.
Right,
so whatever period that was the French period. Okay. Yeah. But it's got a very cool system in it where you can essentially break a weapon into two parts. So I can pick up a heavy club weapon and then a quick attack hilt, but you can put them together so you can essentially make a quick attacking
heavy item.
But it will slow you, but obviously have ones move as fast, but you can use the same moveset from the hilt and put it onto the blade. And that's created some quite interesting combos. So you can make a cane sword, but you just sort of...
It's not quite as rigid as a Dark Souls then.
No. And I think in these sort of things you need to have a bit more of a selling point for the gameplay. And it's a lot more... It's still got your parries and all that, but it's a lot quicker. So it's a lot more dodging and it's a lot more...
A bit more Sekiro.
Yeah, much more Sekiro and Bloodborne than it was Dark Souls. Yeah. If anyone's played those who's listening, then you know what I'm talking about. But I already know what the spoiler at the end is. Is
he a real boy?
No, there is a lying element in there, which is quite funny. So you can tell the truth or you can tell a lie sometimes. Ooh. But I don't really know what it's going to be some sort of, the secret ending. And it's fucking hell, your nose can't fit through the door, Pinocchio. Or something like that. Apparently there is a whale in there. But it's like a boss. Allegedly, spoiler alert. And also, it's not a spoiler alert, but I'll tell you there's a post-credit scene because the studio did quite well. So it's like this secret organisation behind like the puppet uprising and like Clockwork.
Mr. Walt Disney, they call it.
Nice. Yeah. But it's they're like, oh, like this Pinocchio's failed us. We're going to need to find someone else. And it's like, who else do we have? And then it shows like two
Metallica.
And it's this. You just see like this girl walking along like a rooftop, but she's in ruby slippers. And she clicks them. So the next game will be Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's cool.
So they're sort of taking these public domain stories and twisting them into this.
They're looking at them and go, what expires soon?
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz. Right, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Next one's going to be Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
But that's Lies of P. Very good. I think it's off, as of time of recording, it's now off the PlayStation Monthly. But I imagine you can still pick it up for about £25, and I think it would be worth it.
Yeah, it's literally 25 quid.
Yeah, perfect. So that's what I've been doing.
I'm dying to ask you as well. You've been at work a lot in hotels and whatnot.
Yes.
Have you watched Captain Phillips again?
Actually did come up the other day. Stacey, what the hell have you been up to?
I've been reading a new book.
What?
Yeah.
Then you can read?
Sometimes I can.
Pictures.
Oh, fair enough. Can I borrow that afterwards?
Yeah, absolutely. It's called Careless People, A Cautionary Tale of Power, Greed and Lost Idealism by Sarah Wynne Williams. And so Sarah Wynne Williams used to work for Facebook. She was one of the senior executives to help them basically launch globally. She used to work in the New Zealand Senate, Congress, whatever they call it.
Yeah, the Congress.
As a diplomat, and then she moved to Facebook to help them with their diplomacy when they're launching across the world.
That sounds very shady.
And it's an insane story.
Right.
What I will say is it's if you like real life stories, as I do, it's really worth reading because it's just unbelievable the stuff that she recounts. And since the book came out, Facebook had tried to ban it, and they took her to court and said she can't, and so she can't publicise the book as part of the court proceedings.
Yeah.
But she doesn't need to, because the mere fact that Facebook had tried to block it means everyone knows about it.
Right.
And it's currently the New York best-selling.
So they've
book.
shot themselves in the foot by saying, like, don't look at this book.
Yeah. So she is loving life.
Okay.
One of their initiatives they wanted to do on Facebook was they wanted to promote the military. And she said, do you mean the US military or do you mean globally the military? And they said, no, it's a global thing. And she said, yeah, but some countries don't like their military. They're famously like ruled by their military. It's a whole big issue. And they went, oh, okay, well, I think they'll be fine with it. And she was like, but also some people don't like the US military. And they were like, do you not? Are you saying you don't like the US military? And she's like, no, but I don't think I need to explain to you why the Vietnamese don't like the US military.
Oh, move on. Guys,
You won.
Yeah, you won. What's the problem? God, next to be telling me the Middle East don't like the US military. What? When?
Yeah, that's just like a funny anecdote. And
So this is 2003, that sort of stuff.
yeah,
I would have thought then.
They are launched. They're established in the US, but they're just starting to branch out to global
Okay, so this would be like
locations.
2004-ish.
Yeah.
2003. Okay, cool.
But she released the book because she wanted people to understand the issues around AI, particularly as that's coming up now. Because Facebook are basically she argues that Facebook uses their algorithms for bad things. So it started to become really good for politicians to advertise on it. So Facebook met with David Cameron back in the Brexit era to promote.
Just after the French era.
Yeah.
That was the British era. What we would call the Britpop era.
Yep.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
Up to mid-2000s.
Whenever Liza Minnelli was on top, that was the Britpop era.
To promote anti-Brexit slogans. And they proved that Facebook had a helping hand in helping Trump be elected the first time round.
Yeah, that's been proven. Social media was like quite instrumental in the campaign.
Yeah, and
Stacey, you can't tell me that a tech company wants bad things. I just will not believe it. But if it's true, We as a podcast will not be using any big tech. Please download us on Apple Music and Spotify.
Follow us on
TikTok.
And for God's sake, buy the fucking t-shirts. Please.
But no, it's really good. She writes it quite funny as well. So I'd really recommend it.
Cool. I would imagine she cut out a lot of the stuff where she maybe did some bad things.
Well, she brings up some questionable things that she has to do.
Yeah.
Like, she basically has a child and immediately they're like, so we need you to fly to, where is it, India or something stupid? And she's like, just have a kid? And I'm like, cool. Would hate to replace you, though.
Bring it with you? They used to be good guys at some point, maybe. Maybe. Who
It
knows?
all went downhill when Steve Jobs died.
Maybe slightly before
Maybe a
then.
little bit before. It was just before. It was just after the French era. Yeah. It's what I would dub the post Silicon Valley era, or the PSVE.
It's really good. I've flown through it because I've enjoyed.
Nice. I'd like to read that at some point. I'm quite getting into my true story books.
Yeah, really good.
Got to the Hungry Caterpillar. You would not fucking believe how hungry that thing is. Fucking hell.
Lots of the pages were missing. I remember.
Jesus Christ. You think it can get any hungrier, and then you turn the page, you're like, bloody hell, mate. Christ.
Harry, what have you been up to?
So, you've talked about gaming, you've talked about books, so I feel like I should talk about some films. So, I won't go into big detail, but...
Jackass.
Jackass 4, not the best. Probably the weakest in the quadrilogy.
That is saying something, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
the weakest one out of the Jackass films.
The Jackass cinematic universe. I watched The Conjuring 4.
How's that?
Much better than 3.
Yeah?
If you're going to watch Conjuring as a trilogy, I recommend it 1, 2, 4. Don't worry about 3. Just leave it.
I remember nothing about 3, and we watched it.
We watched it together, yeah.
Yeah, I remember nothing of 3 at all.
That's because Harry punched you in the face after the film.
Huge punch to the face.
Yeah, it was good. It was more like a return to form. They went back to what kind of works. I'm not going to say it reinvents the wheel. It does exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
It's going to be a horror that's got some quite graphic paranormal activity.
Does it end the story as well? Like, this is it, no more.
So, well, this is a gripe I have, right? And now, friends of the pod, Chris and Katinka, they love the Conjuring films. And they were like, how, asking me, how is it? I said, yeah, it's good. But they sold the whole thing, being like, this is the case that, stopped
Ended
them.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ended it all. They couldn't go on after this. But at the beginning of the film, they're retired. They're already retired.
So
right?
the case has already ended.
So, yeah, they kind of get dragged into the ring for one more fight. Do you know what I mean? Circumstances happen. Their daughter decides to get involved with the paranormal going on.
Oh, right.
And
that's just nepotism.
yeah. And then they're like, fuck's sake, guess we're going to have to deal with this now. And
Stupid kids.
yeah, so they come out of retirement for one last job. And so...
The Conjuring. This is the case that got them their pension.
Yeah, it's fine. It was good. It was good. The story is just fine.
Based off a real, true life thing?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Was it actually?
They all are.
Yeah,
What?
all of them are.
They're real people. You can look up...
Real conjurings.
Yeah, that's what they called themselves.
Well,
If you look up in the yellow pages, the real conjurings.
they tell them, we're the Conjurings.
Who are you going to call?
What's that? Oh, that hasn't happened yet. In 10 years, that is going to be iconic. Don't you worry.
Your kids are going to love it.
Hang on now, I'm really invested in this.
Okay.
So The Conjuring is that really
Why do you keep calling it that?
Calling it what?
The Conjuring.
That's what it's called.
Conjuring.
Conjuring.
We are just going to have to agree to disagree on this.
I can't believe we found our Cool Whip version of...
Is she saying it weird?
I've never heard
You
it
say it.
Conjuring.
How do you spell it?
C-O-N...
Conjuring.
No, not... But you put so much emphasis on the O. Conjuring.
Conjuring.
It's like me saying, when I saw The Conjuring.
I'm now having a bit of a crisis. How long have you let me say Conjuring for?
Yeah, but
Well, to be
also...
fair, we don't say it that often.
Also, friend of the...
I say it all the time.
Yeah, you're always doing it. You said, look what I've conjured for dinner, lads. You're like, okay.
I've been conjuring this all day.
This sounds right to me.
I have conjured out a banger of a podcast today, lads. Don't you worry.
Okay, so in The Conjuring,
No, say it the way you want to. Wrong.
it's a really disgusting film, right? Isn't it?
Correct.
So like lots
Yes.
of... Are those all real?
Yeah, so it's...
Based on real stories.
Yeah. So Ed and Lorraine Warren were real
Ghostbusters,
pretty much, yeah. But yeah, so like they did like the cases that are in the films are ones that they helped to investigate. Obviously, not to that extent, because one of them is set in London, and there is no way you wouldn't be having that in London.
be having that in London.
That wouldn't be happening in London.
No conjuring in London.
No, because the second one's the Enfield poltergeist, which is like a really famous story. But also it's set on like a housing estate. You're like, oh, somebody would have knocked by now. Somebody would have come around like, lads, can we just keep it
In
down?
the middle of your conjuring. Oi, oi!
Yeah, literally, you would be like, lads,
I'm fucking working in the morning.
Mate,
I'm doing the bins.
Literally, like, I'm a milkman. I've got to be up for work in 2 hours. Can you stop all this shit? Please, I've got to go down the mines because it's the French era, or probably before that. We're probably post-French, pre-French era.
That's the Maggie era.
That's Maggie. Yeah, we're in. That's what he says. I'm in Thatcher era London. And I'm cranky and I'm tired and I'm broke. Stop your fucking conjuring. And
Give me my milk.
Yeah, stop your conjuring. And they're gonna go, why are you saying it weird? He's like, oh, fuck off. Against this milk vote. He goes, He loves his job. He's really happy. He whistles. But yeah, that's what.
He's really happy he whistles.
You ever seen a sad person whistle?
What a detail
I just really invested in this guy's life now.
I also watched.
Moving on.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I was doing a small thing before we got into The Conjuring. Very different vibe, and I've banged on about this to a few people, but the new Naked Gun. I cannot recommend it enough. It's ridiculous. Some of the jokes don't land because it is a bit like a joke a minute. It just throws so much shit at the wall. It's like most of it will stick, some of it will not. Some of the jokes you'll just miss, especially if you're like having a bit of a chat with your mates whilst you're watching it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Stace. The end fight, right? This is the how stupid human. I loved it, right? So at the end, they've come to a climax. It's just the bad guy left, and there's just Frank left. Then Frank, you know, he's a big man.
Yeah.
Fucking Liam Neeson. So he's standing there. He's got his fists up and he's like, right, it's just down to me and you, Frank. This is how it should be. You know, it's time to fight. So you're thinking you're going to watch an epic spectacle. They just go at each other. Liam Neeson just cracks him once in the stomach. And he's like, he's like, you hit my tum. You hit my tum-tum. And he's like, are you okay? And he's like, you hit the soft bit of my tum-tum. No, I'm not okay. And he's like, do you still want to fight? He's like, no. It's brilliant. Like, it's loads of stupid shit like that.
I think it is quite boy humour.
Yeah, so really funny.
It's been ages since I've just watched a comedy that was just ridiculous and I just had good fun with it.
I feel like comedy's gotten very, like, either very, very, like, highbrow.
It has to have a message, doesn't it? And
They've either gone very highbrow, they've gone, like, very quippy.
other than that, real quick, Jurassic Park, not very good.
No.
Wouldn't recommend it. It was average. Average as fuck.
That sucks.
But I'll get into that more if we do a review of it.
That's fair enough.
So-
I also want to point out, Stacey, he did 4 things there.
I know,
Yeah, but
I thought it was definitely too many.
It was going to be a quick thing on all the films. Somebody wanted to talk about The Conjuring for 20 fucking minutes.
Hang on, how are you saying that?
The Conjuring, sorry. Conjuring.
Look, tonight
From the files of Ed and Lorraine Warren, The Conjuring.
I'm going to go to bed thinking of that East End London lad who's off on his milk float whistling to himself.
He's seen some shit as well. He's pissed off with the neighbours because they keep throwing spoons about at night.
So,
On with the Ruddy film review.
on with the film review.
Okay. Are you ready? No. Nerds against normality. Nerds against normality. Nerds against normality. Misfits in a podcast. Nan power.
Oh, that was amazing.
I love that.
You're welcome. This week, we're diving back into the sewers for a look at the very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, released in 1990, which is 11 years after the first film was released. The film was directed by Steve Barrett and is based on the comic book series created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. It blends elements of the darker, grittier original comics with the humour and energy of the animated series that kids of the late 80s would have grown up with. The story follows Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo and Raphael as they face off against the Foot Clan led by the fearsome Shredder. Not a paper shredder. Don't get confused. Both are deadly.
No, Michelangelo.
All while trying to protect their mentor, Splinter, and adjust to lives as heroes in New York City. And since it's celebrating its 35th anniversary, what better time to revisit this cult classic?
That film was 35 years old.
I thought it was a 25-year anniversary, and I was like, Christ, I feel old. And then I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's 35 years. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh
no.
no.
I think I need to lay down. So, the film had a budget of, Benji, I'll open with you. So, 1990.
And it had been, how long had the comic book been out? 10 years, you say?
The comic come out in 1984.
Okay.
So 6 years behind the film. The show come out, the animated show come out in 1987. The film was in 1990.
I'm going to say 50 million.
You're going 50 mil. So it's had success with the animation.
Yeah. It's established IP.
Yeah.
Kids love it.
I'm going 50. And what are you going for, Stacey?
I'm going to go slightly lower. I'm going to go 30.
You go 30 million. So I was stunned at this, absolutely shaken to my core. Haven't slept right since. I did only look it up earlier though.
Oh, well. But I was actually already up, so it made no difference.
13.5.
13 million?
Uh-huh. That's mad, right?
God,
considering how big the franchise would be at that point.
Yeah, but it makes sense when you look back at the costumes.
Whoa.
Just saying.
Ricky, whoa. Calm down.
Yeah, watch that review as well.
Need the clicks. And Stacey, how much do you think it made back on the cinematic run?
I do think it made a lot. I think this was a blockbuster at the time. Kids went to see it.
This is not an indication of how it done, but it did spawn 2 more sequels.
Yes.
So it was at least profitable.
But I'm not very good at numbers, so I'm going to go for a modest 20 mil. Have I done bad?
Okay, we're sticking at 20 mil.
Well, you said
Okay.
13.5, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 20 mil.
Okay. I can't believe you set yourself up with it's just a huge blockbuster, everyone's going to see it.
That's
And
a lot of money.
It's me and you, it is.
25 mil.
25, you know, I'll let you have it.
30 mil.
You can't keep going till you get it right. It's not an auction. Going once for 35, 35, 35, and you pass on the 35, 35, 35, Ben.
I would give so much money to see you put in charge of the accounts of a film for like a day.
We've paid Robert Downey Jr. 30 million. So what?
That's loads of money.
What are you going for, Benji?
I'm going to
Yeah,
say
Ben.
42 million.
202 million.
Whoa!
Not
That was
bad.
pretty close.
You was pretty close.
You were so
You were just
close.
missing out that 0.
Yeah.
So Stacey just looks at the Excel spreadsheet and goes, well, nailed another one, Stacey.
So I thought it'd be interesting. In today's market,
Yeah.
the film would have cost 33.4 million, which is pennies.
Yeah.
And that would have made back 500 million. That's a blockbuster, that is.
That would have done. You'd be
very happy as a company.
You would immediately be going like, right, we need a franchise, we need 2 sequels, I need a spin-off, Disney Plus, call us up. We need everything right now.
Yeah.
Get toys, get plushies, get plush toys.
That's the beauty of this franchise, right? By the time the film would come out, all of that existed.
Do you have anything on how much the merchandise made?
No.
There's nothing on that.
No, I
Okay.
couldn't find anything on that.
That must have done numbers.
It did do some numbers.
It did do some numbers.
And this is why Stacey's the best bloody accountant in Hollywood. How much is this going to cost? A bit. Oh my god.
Bloody hell.
She's good.
I didn't quite appreciate how big the Turtles were. So I was born in 86, so I loved the Turtles, but I didn't see the transition. I just they existed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were massive. The whole reason the Power Rangers exist, right? So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
No.
They literally copied the Turtles. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yep.
That's very cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just go in very quickly. Opening impressions. Is this the first time you've seen this film?
I thought it was, and then I remembered I've seen this film quite a few times before.
As a child.
As a child. It was on a VHS somewhere. Because I always thought that was number 2 I was watching, and it wasn't number 2.
Ah, okay.
So yeah,
So you've seen it.
Sorry. So yeah, I have seen it. I just had forgotten I'd seen it.
You'd Alzheimer's it. Yep.
I had completely dementiaed it.
I think I have seen this on TV when I was younger, flicking through channels, but not really paid loads of attention to it. So I didn't remember anything.
You had terrible, taste as a child.
No, I didn't.
Do you know she flicked past Dragon Ball Z once?
Yeah.
She put Dragon Ball Z on and then flicked past it.
Yeah, because that was a dirty boy show.
Dirty boy.
I stand by it. He gets his penis out a lot.
That's Dragon Ball.
Yeah. But we're talking about Dragon Ball Z, the mature one. For mature boys.
Sorry.
Bigger wanks.
Absolutely.
Bigger toes.
Saw that version of it.
Anything in the first 10 minutes stand out for you?
The sequence at the beginning is really good.
Why does this feel like a test?
It's not a test. No, it's just... Okay, I'll give you an example. So for myself, I haven't seen this film since I was a wee lad, right? And what struck me was how dark it was. I didn't... In my member berries, it was quite a light and fluffy film and quite nice, but immediately it's very dark, gritty, moody music, and I wasn't expecting that. Also, the costumes, more squishy than I remembered.
So squishy.
You say that it was dark and moody, but the opening's fucking hilarious. They're like, these secret...
when April's just about to get raped. I loved that bit, that was hilarious.
What's your problem, Stacey?
No, because they're talking about the secret criminals and people getting secretly burgled and stuff like that, and people are just like, off the street.
It's
so
badly
fun.
acted, but it's still dark.
We're going for dark and gritty with these 4 genetically modified turtles? Well, at least their master's going to be quite dark and gritty. He's a what? When? That sequence at the beginning is really good with the wallet. Is it a wallet or a purse?
Wallet, I think. Yeah, it gets
that
passed,
going
passed,
from
passed.
hand to hand to hand to hand. I really liked that, and I'd forgotten all about that. Kind of like the Turtles don't really make much of an appearance at the start, even though it is literally meant to be about them.
I quite like that, though.
Yeah.
Because they're not normal beings. It wouldn't be right for them to just be randomly there, would it?
No, but I thought it was going to be... I thought the bit when they actually get shown fully was a lot earlier in the film.
I really liked the funky music.
Yeah.
When the Turtles are on screen, it has a very 90s cheeky vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, my first note. Definitely darker than I remember. Also, more grooming than I anticipated.
I love the phrase of that I anticipated. I expected a certain level of grooming, but not this.
All I'm saying is they groom a lot of kids.
This is why people come to our podcast for these searing insights.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't like the bit where Splinter tells someone he's really mature for his age. I think I don't like that. That's not right.
And then he says, do you want to be in my gang?
It's a really nice initiation.
Can I say, though, the biggest shock of them all when watching that gang? What's his name? Sam...
What, the kid? Danny?
No. So there's a famous actor who has
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
Is that Sam Rockwell?
No,
Yeah.
no, not that kid. Sam Rockwell
gang.
pops up twice, just randomly.
In the sewers, he has 2 lines in the whole thing. And I literally was like, no way.
That's why I like doing these films, because you just look at these people like, is that fucking Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah. She 10.
Well,
Yeah.
No!
You just mentioned grooming. That's
But not specifics.
It's fine, we can talk in generalisation.
Do you think it was generic at the time, or has the whole we've lost our first major fight, retreat, lick your wounds, go back into the fight stronger as a team? Do you think that's lost its charm because of all the not Marvel, just comic book hero movies?
Only now. At the time,
I think it would have been fine,
At
right?
the time, it's quite novel, because also you didn't have kids' films like this based on major franchises, because how far away was Power Rangers?
Mid-90s.
Yeah, so Power Rangers was still a long while away. What else was there apart from Transformers?
Well, no, not many that went live adaptation, I don't
Yeah,
think.
so...
He-Man, but that was fucking terrible.
Yeah, He-Man was bad. But
So what we're saying is Turtles is a trendsetter.
Yes.
A grooming trendsetter. It's not what you want on your movie poster. 5 stars.
This might be why...
Grooming trendsetter.
This might be why we don't get invited to do the interviews with celebrities.
That's in the, you get the certificate at the start of the film. And it's PG, but it includes grooming.
Mild grooming.
Ironically, this does need parental guidance.
How did you find the plot? Come.
I thought the plot was okay for a kid's film. would loved it at the time, but now as an adult, it's basic bitch.
Oh, it's so bad.
line.
Yeah, the plot is nothing.
I don't care about the plot line. It goes from A to B, whatever. The bit that keeps you drawn is like the dialogue, the stupid dialogue, the characters, and for me, just the absurdity of it all.
Did your heart not bleed a little bit though when poor Raph gets chucked through a fucking skylight
I did.
and almost dies?
I did up to a point. This is also where the TMNT stuff is like the live action ones that have, the recent ones from now. I think this is where they've lost it a bit. They try and take it
Too seriously.
It's too serious, and like this does play itself a bit seriously in times.
Does it?
Yeah, there are bits when it's just like
Grooming aside?
Grooming aside, that's quite serious. For the most part, it's played silly because it is.
Yeah,
It is silly. The comic book is silly.
One
the TV
thing
show
that
is silly.
completely escaped my memory is how they kind of summon Splinter like a Force ghost.
Oh, that bit is so funny.
Like I was like, what are they doing? oh, Splinter's now a Jedi. Impressive stuff. But yet can't get out of a simple handcuff.
No, weird. Yeah, we didn't learn that from the TV shows.
Oh, that's true. He just learned how to like move his spirit to another area.
Because he watched Star Wars, Harry. I don't know how many times we have to keep telling you this. All right, if he'd watched Saw, probably would have been able to.
All right, so I feel like we're all itching to talk about the characters. All right, I've put the characters.
Plot's fine.
Yeah, plot's fine. Give it a tick. There's 3 groups of characters, in my opinion. You've got the Turtles, and then you've got the 2 mentors, Shredder and Splinter.
Mentors or mentals?
Mentors.
They're conjured.
And then they've been conjured by the Turtles. And then you've got April and Casey.
Yeah.
Because they're real people.
What about the bad guys?
Generic. Shredder is the bad guy.
Okay, I have some deep thoughts about the bad guys.
Okay, go for it.
So particularly about the dad and the son, which I don't know, can we categorise them in bad guys? I would say they're both bad guys.
The son?
Yeah.
Would you categorise the dad?
I think the dad's really bad, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's an arsehole.
Wow.
Okay.
Why?
Do you not?
No, he's just a dad. He's a single dad trying to fucking provide for his family.
Yeah. And
He's got a tough job trying to please the policeman on one hand, deliver the news on the other. He's got his shithead son stealing from half the people of New York.
Absolutely.
April's demanding fucking pay rises.
He's clearly not a very good dad.
He has to work he lives in New York as well. Like that
The real estate.
That flat is costing him like $150 a month
He goes around
for a 3-bedroom flat.
He goes around criticising his son, where his son can like hear him openly because he can't.
Because he's being a little cunt.
Because he can't be. Whoa. Because he can't be bothered.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You can't be saying that.
I'm glad he got groomed. Heard it here first.
He also looks really stupid because he fires April, who's actually the only competent reporter they have.
Yeah.
All because she says her mind, essentially.
Which is what a journalist is meant to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
weird.
they're not. They're meant to just be get paid and they tell the telly box what we can tell you to.
Tell the telly.
Tell the telly box. Don't disparage the police.
Yep. Buy the t-shirts. tmall.com.
And the kid, obviously he turns good guy in the end, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
But this is my really deep thought here. I think he's actually a forerunner for what modern day lads deal with now in society.
Are we saying that his name is Danny, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes. Danny.
We're saying Danny becomes Andrew Tate.
No, I'm saying he's been brainwashed and like doesn't
We're
have.
saying Shredder is Andrew Tate.
Yeah. Yeah. And he
yeah.
doesn't have the self-confidence and belief in himself because his dad's a shit parent
Doing his best.
to do the right thing, to do the good thing and believe in himself. Splinter's the only one that believes in him.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I think it's
I know that went a bit deep for this podcast, but
it's fine.
it's
It's fine. We're allowed to.
I'm just looking after you lads.
Thank you.
Like, are you all right? You
Yeah, it's
okay?
fine. No, I mean to be fair, if Andrew Tate was doing all of this stuff, and I hate the man, but if he did say, "Oh, also I'm Shredder," like
Pretty cool though.
that's pretty cool though.
What's his policies again?
Shredder himself is a terrible bad guy. Like, I don't buy into him.
He's not that much of a threat, really. Because once they all sort of believe in themselves...
Oh, he kicks the shit out of the Turtles, though.
He does, but like that is the only sort of thing he does. He's more of a presence. But I think his outfits have now gotten... I think his costume and his persona have gotten better with time, whereas back then it looked a bit weird. Like, controversially, I quite like the Shredder from the live-action TMNT. I think
Michael Bay Shredder's pretty sick.
I think that looks sick.
Yeah, agreed.
April doesn't need that job.
No.
April is a reporter who also owns an antique store, who also has a farmhouse she never uses. She's fine. Like, April is absolutely fine.
Yeah, what is it with American films? They're like, oh yeah, I've just got this spare 5-bedroom house.
Yeah, which I never use and no one knows about.
That's
and they never have any fucking squatters.
No.
That's the only thing about this film I couldn't believe.
No squatters.
No squatters.
You got 4 of them. They live in the bloody sewer. Undocumented. Casey Jones is good. Great casting for Casey Jones. I think he's fantastic in it.
Casey Jones is dick.
Loads of films did this where like they hate each other until like one moment when they suddenly don't hate each other anymore.
Did we just become best friends?
Literally, he's like, he admittedly drags her down to have a massage and then that's it. She's like, well, now we're in love.
Yeah, that's...
Like, it comes out of nowhere.
That's the one shame about April, is that she gives in to him at the end. But it's kind of on her terms.
Yeah.
But Casey's a dick, man, when he's like, all right, toots. Or, what, all right, you don't like that. How about you, princess?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Sweetheart.
what a creep.
Big tits.
Why are you pointing at Harry?
Sorry. That's our nicknames for each other. That's our nicknames for each other.
What do you call Ben?
Long dong.
Princess.
Long dong. Big tits and long dong.
Big tits and long schlong silver.
I will say Casey, he seems to be like a really competent fighter when he fights Raphael. But when he fights Shredder 2, I don't know his name.
Shredder 2, yeah.
HP.
Little Shredder.
Yeah, Little Shredder.
HP. I just got that.
And obviously he has the 1v1 and he can't fight him until he gets a weapon.
Yeah.
Which I kind of respect. But he gets his arse handed to him. And you're like, you literally fought Raphael on like even footing.
Who, like, is Raphael the best fighter out of them? He's the strongest.
So let's go on to the Turtles.
Yeah. Okay, let's skip past everything else.
Stacey, what is, out of the characters, your favourite to least favourite Turtle?
Oh, no. Okay. I like the red one.
Raphael.
And then I like the orange one.
Michelangelo.
And then the purple one.
Donatello.
And then the yellow one.
Not the yellow one, but the blue one.
Blue one.
And the other one, April O'Neil.
My question is, are we really believing that they can put on a trench coat and a hat and no one's going to go?
They bring that up. That gets addressed. And I said this to you earlier.
Oh, yeah.
When he's chasing Casey and he's like, I'm not done with you yet, you douchebag. Right? And he's running after him. And he gets hit by a cab and he's like, what the hell was that? Like, it kind of looked like a giant turtle wearing a trench coat and a hat. And I was like, well, that's exactly what it is, my friend.
My God, you're astute.
Also, and I think I'm thinking too deep into this film, but you know when they're having a good time in the sewers and they're like, they've got music on and they're having a little dance. Yeah. I was so torn whether these turtles are out of the 50s or out of the 80s, because what they're saying is very 80s, but they're moving like they're in Greece.
I wonder if that's.
They're only watching films from that era, I imagine.
Well,
they can't go to Blockbuster, can they?
Yeah.
Benji, what's your order of turtles?
Right, Raphael.
Yeah.
Is my top one, and then it's Leonardo.
Can you say it by colour, please?
Sorry, it's the red one.
Blue.
Blue, purple. And then... Yeah, then Michelangelo.
Harry, what's your order?
I mean, Michelangelo is my favourite.
That's fair.
He is my
Which
favourite.
colour, please?
The orange one with the nunchucks. And then it goes Raphael, because he's basically just Vegeta.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably go... I would have said Leonardo before, but I think Donatello now. I think he's a cheeky chappy, and he has a good brotherly relationship with Michelangelo. So, in order, in the colours, it would go orange, red, purple, blue. How do you feel that they kind of got on as a team, as a family? Were they unique, or was it just turtles with different colour headbands?
Weirdly, they actually had quite good personalities.
Yeah,
they were quite distinctive.
different. I think you could take the headbands off and you would know who the characters were.
I agree. They're very funny and innocent, and they like their pizza, and it's all good times. And then it's not until you get to the in April's flat, which, by the way, how not safe is that flat? Where you realise actually they're quite clever because they disappear at the drop of a hat, and then you're like, oh, okay. There's something about them.
I feel like they grow as well in the film.
Yeah.
Like, they start very cheeky and they don't take anything seriously, but then when they lose Splinter, that's when
they actually get hit.
Yeah.
And they're lost. Because they kind of bring it up early, being like, well, how would we do without him? And they just kind of go, yeah, he's going to be around, and he don't worry about it.
Because they're kind of dicks to Splinter, to be honest, at the start. Let's be honest.
That's what teenagers are, though.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what turtles are like to rats.
Talking of Splinter, can I bring up my other point that maybe I've overthought in this film? But Splinter, before he was radioactive... Before he was a radioactive rat, he was a normal rat.
Before he was bitten by a radioactive rat.
Kept in a little cage in just about eye line for this guy doing martial arts. Did the guy doing martial arts never look across and go, why the fuck is that rat doing karate chops?
I absolutely love the fact that obviously Shredder comes in and kills his master and like the wife. And then when he sees Splinter again, he goes like, I'm going to finish what I started. It's like, mate, you don't know who that is literally just a rat to you. What are you going on about?
I actually had a bit of a laugh with that when obviously he jumps out of his cage, doesn't he, to like avenge his master, and he scratches his face. And he's like, and he took my ear. And I'm like, how accurate was this slice? That he got a rat's ear. Right? Rat's ears are about a centimetre and a half, right?
Oh, I never.
2 at a push.
I know. I never had him leave. Splinter, was it good? How did you find him?
I thought he was a good mentor.
Yeah.
And not just to him.
Favourites.
He, even though he was saying that you have to stay in the shadows and all this stuff, when he is approached by a human, like April gets chucked down and he's like, what the fuck? That's exactly what he says.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, lads.
Still her down.
Yeah. And obviously, even though he doesn't want to be discovered, he is like, right, pillow, water, make sure she's okay. Yeah. And the kid, Danny, he does kind of offer up a bit of like mentoring advice. And even Casey, doesn't he? He's like, who are you? And he's like, I'm a friend. And he's like, he always sees the best.
Dick Casey.
Yeah. He did call him Princess.
Yeah.
So, no, I like Splinter. Yeah. I also quite like the costume. Thought it was quite good. Right, as always, I do a little game for people. And so we're doing a little game time.
This has been hyped up in the pre-meeting.
It has. So, you know how I like to do trivia, and sometimes it's real trivia, sometimes it's fake trivia. So, not that, but it's similar. Okay? So, you've obviously heard of Shag, Marry, Kill, Shag, Marry, Void, whatever you want to call it, right?
Absolutely.
I've heard of it.
This is a similar vibe. So, this game is called Cowabunga, Radical, or Gnarly. Okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to give you 3 scenarios, and you have to give either Cowabunga, Radical or Gnarly to each one, right? And now, where I was saying about the true or false scenario, so some of these scenarios have happened to me, and you'll know this because you will be in some of these scenarios. So, yeah. So at the end, we'll just go over which ones you think I made up and which ones were my scenarios. Scenario 1, booking a tour in London just to get scammed, then complain online to the company just to get scammed again. Scenario 2, arguing with people at school wishing you a happy birthday when it's the wrong day because your mum incorrectly filled out the school form. Scenario 3, meeting Alison Steadman, Gavin's mum from Gavin and Stacey, at a VIP lounge and insulting her brand new documentary that she was really proud of about an island that only has 2,000 inhabitants by telling her it probably contains a lot of incest, resulting in her immediately leaving the venue. So which one of these is Cowabunga, which one of these is Radical, and which one of these is Gnarly?
I don't know which one of these is false either. You could have done any of these.
I can't answer the true or false.
I would say...
So I have 4 of these lined up, and I will go at the end of which ones were true or not.
Okay,
I think that Gavin and Stacey mum's quite radical.
Quite radical.
It's a good story to say, isn't it?
getting someone to leave the venue because you insulted their documentary is quite radical.
For incest reasons.
Yeah, that's quite radical. So I'd say that's radical. I would say forget the day of my birthday is not my birthday. I'd say that's quite gnarly.
Gnarly, yeah.
And what was the first one again?
So booking a tour in London, getting scammed,
Twice.
then you email them complaining about it, and then get scammed again.
I would say that's quite gnarly.
That's also gnarly, but I don't know.
No one likes a scam.
I would say, actually, go on then. I would say that is gnarly. Oh no, because I've used gnarly for the other one.
Oh, you can swap. I'm not locking you in.
No. Okay, I would say Alison Steadman is Cowabunga.
Yep. That's high praise.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because you made someone leave, and you're like, Cowabunga.
It's quite cheeky.
Yeah, and then I would say the scam one is gnarly, and the forgetting the date wrong is
Radical.
is radical.
Yeah, I like that. I would go with that.
Right, scenario 2. Here we go. There's 3 coming up. So, ringing your wife after a nice lad's holiday to try and explain that you didn't respect the sea enough, and it claimed your sacred wedding ring. Watching your friend have a mental breakdown after being doused with hair removal cream and losing at FIFA, resulting in him smashing his TV and calling the police on you. Being woken up in the middle of the night drunk on someone's drive to a man trying to wee on you. Which one of those is Cowabunga, radical, and gnarly?
For me, the wee is gnarly.
The wee is gnarly.
No one needs to be woken up with a piss
No one wants to be woken up with
to
piss.
the face.
No one in history has wanted to be woken up with piss to the face.
Open your mouth.
Okay, so we've got gnarly.
Got gnarly.
I would say
Cowabunga to the hair removal.
I think Cowabunga to the I
It's
agree with
cheeky.
Stacey. I just think
To be fair, you did Cowabunga to the hair removal cream.
So yeah, radical is not respecting the sea and then having to call your wife.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Scenario 3, here we go. Your brother makes you a nice homemade dinner, but he swapped the pie meat for cat food. Finding a large toy in your mum's room which has marbles in it, so you cut it open to play with them with your friends. Or work a busy 10-hour shift just to find a drunk man in the disabled toilets covered head to toe in piss and shit, where you have to help him get home just for him to turn up the very next day as if nothing had happened and refuses to believe you that any of it happened.
That's how we met.
That's why I brought it up. I'm not over it.
Alright, the piss and shit one is gnarly.
Yeah, that is gnarly.
That's really gnarly. I would say the first one's a bit radical.
Which playing marbles with your mum's dildo? Scenario 4, the last one. Having both of your wrists broken and in plaster for 6 weeks, meaning the only way to wipe your ass is to implement a contraption using a HB pencil and some toilet roll, resulting in a game of high risk, high reward. Going to a nice restaurant where you introduce your new girlfriend to the family and your mum gives you a wrapped fire extinguisher as a birthday present. Throwing a bag of cider off a tall building, resulting in a job demotion and derailing your mortgage meeting the following day.
A sentence that has never been said in history before. I think the idea of accidentally getting a pencil up your ass is Cowabunga. I think your mum giving you a fire extinguisher for your birthday is quite radical. I think that's quite radical myself. I think the pencil and the toilet paper is quite gnarly.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Yeah, which
restaurant. And so throwing a bag of cider. It's
Getting a
Cowabunga.
job's emotion is Cowabunga.
I think that's radical.
You think that's radical?
Yeah.
And you think the fire extinguisher is Cowabunga?
Yeah, because I think it's cheeky.
You think it's cheeky?
Yeah. Happy
You're quite a
birthday.
practical person as well.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I could find a use for that. When does it expire? Oh, it's already gone.
You know when he cut open my dildo and he shouted Cowabunga, how's this?
You cunt.
How's this for Cowabunga?
Okay.
Oh,
So we've got our results are in. In true fashion, I said I would reveal which ones are true, which ones were chat GPT. Oh, they are all true. Good times. She's a character, old mum.
time.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. So let's reel it back into the film. I forgot we were doing a film review.
Oh, yeah, we're doing that, aren't we?
Turtles or something. So, but a last bit before we get on to
Sure.
approval and trivia. The effects and style of the film, right? Do the animatronics hold up, or is it nightmare fuel? Are the action scenes done well, or are they just ridiculous? And how did the 90s vibes and language hold up? Is it cringe?
Action scenes are good. The nunchuck scene's quite funny. The one where it's the Foot Clan against Mikey, and he's got one of the Foot Clan's got the nunchuck. It's like, oh, all right, then you want to fucking go?
Yeah. Oh, I love Mikey.
Yeah, I mean, the action scenes they're good for what they can do. I mean, fuck me,
They're jumping around in big ass suits,
the
right?
people doing that in the suits must have been, Jesus Christ, you'd be like, you could fill an Olympic pool with their sweat.
Yeah.
You'd have been able to sell that online.
You earn your wage.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't CGI though, because I think that adds to the cheesy aesthetic, but in a good way.
Yeah, part of its charm.
Yeah, part of its charm is that.
But yeah, I think they were good for what they were. They got a good bit of slapstick in there as well. Like the fight in April's flat, I think is quite funny in some
That's
bits.
just ridiculous. What a flat that is. Literally, it's falling apart at the seams.
Yeah. Oh, it's mental.
And you think, oh, it can't possibly get any worse, and it goes up in flames.
Think of the insurance payout there.
She could have really doubled the fire extinguisher for her birthday.
If Michelangelo wasn't cutting up dildos, screaming Cowabunga, maybe they'd have had time.
The costumes have gone a bit nightmare fuel now, but it still works. I think everything else, in the nicest way, everything else still looks quite cheap. The sets and everything still look very cheap and it's very that aesthetic. It works. If you did that now, no, not a chance.
I think it'd work now as a fan film short.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
There is a really weird frame though.
I know exactly what you're on about.
Yep.
The Donatello in the house when he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
And you see second mouth.
Yeah, I don't like that bit at all. Nope, forgot about that bit.
Yeah, it was weird.
So yeah, I didn't like that.
I'll post a picture on the socials.
That's how we're advertising it.
Yeah, because it is weird.
Yeah.
I felt very familiar with the early 90s language, right? So Sonic obviously come out in 91, and when the cartoon adaptation come out, he very much talked like that.
Oh,
it was
absolutely.
Cowabunga and Radical and Turbula.
It's very like
Bart
skateboard.
Simpson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Skateboard, surfboard-esque kind of. It's that culture.
Yeah.
I think it's incredibly dated. I think it's fine if you're from that era. So, same as you, I'm fine with it. But it took me a minute to adjust. But I think kids now watching it just wouldn't.
They wouldn't get it. No,
just wouldn't.
They'd be too busy understanding the assignment and
Exactly.
slay.
Some of the Turtles costumes looked kind of rubbery at times.
They do look fake, but I think it kind of...
When they're standing up, they look perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's some of the movements.
When they laying down, like when Raphael falls through the skylight, and he, like I say, he kind of deflates like a whoopee cushion.
Yeah. Splinter looked cool.
Cool.
He was probably the best costume in that sense. And then the only other thing I'd say is that the gang members didn't look very gangy. I know they're kids, but they didn't look rough around the edges. They just looked like school kids put together.
That's what they were.
But I mean, they didn't look like, I don't know. I feel like in this kind of film, you're really playing to your aesthetics. Good guys are good, bad guys are bad.
Yeah.
And the bad guys I would have expected to be dirty or ripped clothes or something. I don't know, just a bit more leaning into that aesthetic.
Did they take a lot from the comics in terms of how people looked?
Yeah, so the language side and the script was taken from the
TV show. Yeah.
A bit more friendlier, fun, and good vibes. And then they took a lot of how it looked from the comic. So I don't know if I put this in the trivia, but in the comics they all wear red bandanas. Not bandanas. Bandanas?
Eye masks.
Eye masks.
Oh, yeah.
They all wear red eye masks. But for the sake of the film and the TV series, they thought they would differentiate. Yeah, because then you can more toys.
Oh, yeah, that is fair.
Yeah.
Also, it hides their identity.
Yeah, of course. How would you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You'd have Raphael there, posing as a reporter. He'd be there like, oh God, did you guys see Raphael? He just came through here, the Ninja Turtle. He went, no, I didn't see him. He's in like a tie. It's like, oh, you would love to see him. You'd love to thank him. Like, no, I'm sure he knows.
He knows, yeah.
Yeah.
They should have just done the Superman thing and put glasses on and be done with it.
That is explained in the new Superman film, actually.
Is it?
It is, yeah. All right. The big question after all that: do we approve it? Is it Nan approved? I'm gonna go with Ben first.
I don't know. I'm gonna approve it.
Gonna approve it?
I'm gonna approve it, but I also think we have had better stuff since.
Yeah, that's a fair.
Like, I think the new animated TMNT
That is the peak.
is the peak of the media. Like, it's never gotten better than that. I can appreciate what this did. I think so. I'm giving it an approval, but if you like TMNT, I think the new TV show is very good. The new film is very good. So yeah, there's other things you can look at if you like this. But yeah, I'd say approved.
Stace?
It's a really hard one because I did really enjoy it, but I think I enjoyed it because I'm a lady of a certain era.
Victorian.
The French era.
Again, it started in Amelie and ends in Taxi.
Would I recommend this to someone now? Yes, but only if they were from that time period and they're a nerd. I think on that basis, I'm going to have to not approve it.
I see.
I really enjoyed it, but I just don't think I wouldn't say, oh, I watched a really good film this week. Go and watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 90s. It's great.
Well, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one. But unfortunately for you, majority rules. And I will 100% approve this film.
Okay.
Hang on a minute, let's take a vote.
Approve?
Approve.
No,
Love you.
I will die on this hill. I don't care that it's not the best film. I fucking love the Turtles.
Yeah.
I love anything to do with the Turtles. Even the Turtles 3 film where they go back in time to ancient China.
Oh God, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's terrible,
God.
but I love it.
Yeah.
Even in number 2, when they got banned from being able to use their weapons, and they don't use their weapons in any of the film, they're just on for show. I love it. And I will stand by it.
You're cute.
Yeah, thank you. Let's do some trivia. Some Turtle trivia. Okay. When it was released, TMNT was the highest grossing independent film ever made.
Wow.
How insane is that?
Bloody hell.
What a statistic.
That's radical.
That is Cowabunga. The legendary Jim Henson's Creature Shop designed the turtle suits. Henson sadly passed away just weeks after the film's release. He reportedly wasn't a fan of the movie's violence, but admired the artistry of the suits. He was the creator of Muppets and Sesame Street.
Yep.
So this was the last film that he witnessed.
This was his legacy.
And it wasn't approved by Stacey Bowles. So
Oh God, Cowabunga.
that's what they said on his tombstone.
That's the last thing he said.
So Casey Jones almost didn't make the film. The original comic character was darker, and producers worried he wouldn't fit the kid-friendly vibe. But they fit him in anyway.
They made him a douchebag to compensate.
Yeah. Most of the movie wasn't shot in New York. It was all filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina, on sound stages and sets. Exterior shots of New York City were later added.
Yeah, makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah. Cheaper as well, I guess, right?
Much, much cheaper.
So I wanted to bring this up earlier, but I thought I'd save it. The animatronic heads were so heavy and complex that scenes often had to be shot in short bursts. Actors were basically blind inside the suits and had to rely on cues.
Really?
Is that why in that shot the guy's like...
Donatello opens his mouth, he's like...
It's just blinded by the light.
I've been in it for weeks.
It's so airtight.
Early drafts had April developing a romance with Donatello, but it was scrapped for being weird. Last for one.
God, we've gone too far.
I've heard of the Snyder cut. I want the Turtle cut.
Oh my God, we've already got grooming in there.
There were also darker takes where Splinter's torture scenes by Shredder were much more brutal.
God.
Yeah. Also, I'm very much looking forward to the next Turtles film, which I think you would maybe like. It's called The Last Ronin, and it's based on quite a dark comic where 3 of the Turtles have been killed by Shredder.
God.
And there's only
By
one.
Shredder?
Well, Shredder's grandson. So they're all they're not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles anymore. They're like middle-aged turtles. They all like have their baseball fantasy teams and go to the pub once a week to moan about their turtle wives.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
They're tapping things, going like, "What's that made out of? What's that made of?"
Is Splinter still alive? Because the other point I didn't bring up was rats live a lot less than turtles. So by the time they're teenagers, I think Splinter's like
I would recommend
150 years old.
Not overthinking it when the turtles have a blame.
Right.
So basically that storyline, they're dead. You don't know who the last turtle is because he wears all 4 bandanas as like a homage to his brothers. He has all weapons, and it's
is he
darker take.
Does he give leader vibes? Would you say?
I know who the last turtle is.
Okay. Is he cheeky?
They're all a bit cheeky.
I've lost all my brothers.
Is he the brains of the group? Do you think?
I don't think. I think if you want to know, you can read it, and it's a really good story.
It's it's really, really good.
It's being directed by the same guy who made Saw, James Wan.
James Wan's doing it.
Yeah,
I'm up for that.
Interesting.
yeah, bit of a darker tone. It's got an R rating as well.
Good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that though. We got to remember that TMNT, the comic book was quite dark,
And it's also 35 years old.
Yeah.
Is the comic still
The comic is 40 years old. I don't know if the comic's still going. Let us know in the comments,
Yeah.
because I'm not going to Google it. Alright, and that's it for this week's Nerds Against Normality. I've learnt one very important thing. Apparently the secret to defeating evil isn't training, discipline or courage. It's eating your body weight in pizza and shouting Cowabunga at the right moment. Honestly, it might have been the most relatable film I've ever seen. Thanks for hanging with us. Catch all of our latest episodes every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts from. Please follow, rate, like us on social media for more exclusive content, and check out our merch at nanpodcast.tmail.com. If you have a question, something you want us to review, or a great story from your week, please email us at nanpodcast@outlook.com. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
radical?
Gnarly.
What's your mum up to?